Uh-oh. Whoa. Alright, what do we say to the god of death? Not today. Where are my Game of Thrones fans at? Oh, hello. What the oh. 3, 2, 1. Well, here it is. 1990 Honda Goldwing GL1500 SE. And I'm going to talk about why I got it and what I'm going to do with it. 2 weeks ago, I didn't think I'd be owning another motorcycle, let alone a Goldwing. My buddy Bolt Bucket, a fellow YouTuber, he lives in Australia. He's going to be coming to town in June, in about 3 weeks or so, and he's going to be touring the US. Go check him out. He's got information on that. But he's going to start here in San Diego. I'm going to pick him up at LAX in the car. We're going to drive back down here. We're just going to ride around all over San Diego. Then we're going to go up to Vegas. But he needed a bike to get around. So I bought this so he can use it. And then my plan is to sell it when I'm done. However, it needs some work. So I didn't actually find this one. He found it. I was not even looking for a Goldwing. I was just looking for something under $2,000. And these can be good. These can be good when they're, when they're mechanically sound. There's a couple problems with it, but I'm going to explain what they are and what I'm going to do to fix it. So, for one thing, front brake doesn't work. I know I think it's a split system. So the rear brake is controlling the back rotor, back caliper, and also the front left caliper. This one doesn't do anything. That's the front right one. That's actually detached from the brake. So I am not even going to try to rebuild those. I found some used ones that are says they're working, and they are used. I'm just going to plop them on, bleed the brakes. Should take care of that hopefully. And it does smell like it's burning some oil, so I'm going to do an oil change on it. And there's a noise coming from the front. Haven't quite exactly found out what that is. I think it might be something to do with the timing belt because it's coming from up front, and I do know that the timing belt is up front. So hopefully it's all stuff that I'm able to figure out and do it without spending too much money, and also to be able to get it safe for my buddy Bolt Bucket. So here we go. Let me show you guys what's going on with it. So let's see here. When it starts out, when it's running fine. I just have to remember not to try to use my front brake right now. I also already did add some gas and some fuel treatment, because I don't know how long it's been sitting, honestly. The guy I bought it from didn't really seem to know too much about it. Kind of a long story on that. It wasn't his. He bought it for somebody, and that somebody never used it. But here we go. See, that's the sound I'm talking about. But everything else does work. I've already checked out all the signals work. Actually, the hazards don't, but all the signals and the headlights and all that is all working. I just think it just needs some TLC. I got it for $1,300, by the way. I did see the ad earlier for $1,800. It was listed for $1,800, and then it was listed for $1,500, and I went to go see it when it was listed at $1,500. And then when I went to go check it out and realized that front brake didn't work, I had to knock down a couple $100, which is about how much I paid for the new caliper. So that kind of worked out. This the only problem that one of the problems I'm concerned with is that sound. So I'm not gonna do like a video on every single thing that I do on this. It's not really. There I go with that front brake again. That's not really what this channel is for. Plus, there's also other channels out there that do only Goldwing stuff, and I'm gonna be just getting. I'm gonna be getting all my information from them. So, might as well just. If you don't come to me for Goldwing advice, is what I'm saying. I'll probably do like a compilation of what's going on or what I did to it, and hopefully get it up and running, and I can show you when it's up and running. That's what it is. I'll bet that's what it is. Speedometer doesn't work. Ah, I think I know what that is. Okay, so I've been doing research on what this scraping sound could possibly be, and I found like 3 or 4 different answers. None of them really conclusive. One of them says that the carburetor might need a flush. That could be true, but the carburetor is more under the seat. It's not in the front, so I don't think it's that. Well, the other thing is said it could be the alternator pulleys or bearings could need some replacing or new bushings or something. I don't think it's that because that's under the seat. That's coming from the front, so I personally think it's the timing. But I saw another thing, and I kind of just discovered it right now. There's a speedo cable. So basically, it's an old school thing, just like cars and stuff had, where there's an actually cable that's hooked up to the tire, and it tells you how fast you're going. I think it might just be jammed up in there. Because I just realized right now, after having this for a few days, that the speedometer is not working. So that's probably it. What I'm going to do, I think, to test that out is basically just disconnect that or pull it out, because I don't... yeah, I'm just going to disconnect it and see if that makes a difference. I honestly don't care if it doesn't have a speedometer. I just want it to run. Bolt Bucket can follow me and match my speed. I probably could do a speedo change on it. I don't know. I might fix it up. So I'm already kind of thinking of reasons to keep it. For example, I could flip it for one thing. I could have it around for when people want to come to town and ride something. I could use it to get stuff. Like, obviously my Scout Bobber doesn't have any storage, so like if I want to go to the grocery store or the P.O. box or something, I could put stuff in here. Yeah, there's a few different reasons. Also, too, if I'm working on the Scout, I do have what the heck? I do have another vehicle, so because I don't have anything, I don't have a car, so this would be my second vehicle if I'm working and one of the bikes is down. You know, I have another one. So couple few. Oh, what's that? Is it getting worse? Oh, is that transmission? Maybe that's transmission. See, now it's not doing it anymore. Maybe I jarred something loose.
You really jarred something loose, Tiger.
What gear am I in? Seems to happen and... Nah, that's up front. That is definitely up front. It does, I mean, it does have power. And when it's literally does feel smooth. I don't feel anything going along with that sound. It's like totally separate of the power. When it's quiet, that's how I want it to be, just like this. So it takes me a minute or two to get used to not using my front brake. Stopping on a hill with only a rear brake kind of freaks me out. No gear indicator except for neutral. Oh, by the way, reverse doesn't work on this either. I did know that before I bought it, but honestly, not a deal breaker. I don't really need it. I don't really care that it doesn't have it. In fact, I think I know what it is. To fix it, it's like a little pin on the reverse down here. I may try to see if I can fix it or replace it at some point. I don't know, but doesn't really need it in my opinion. So I do have have some .4 coming in the mail through Amazon. I have a brake bleeder. I have those calipers and pads. And I'm gonna do it up good, I hope. See, the problem with using only the back brake is I have to take my foot off to use the brake, which then makes me unbalanced, which then makes the bike lean over. Oh. Oh. Whoa. What's going on? I might be... Oh, shit. Well, at least I'm in a level portion. I haven't dropped it yet. So what I'm gonna do, I think, to test out the belt. Does it do it in neutral? Yeah, it does. So I'm gonna take the belt off, see if it still makes the noise. And plus, it's like it's like teeth. Yeah, it sounds like a grinding teeth sound. I'll bet it's just the belt.
Sure sounds like worn shift forks to me, allowing the dogs to semi-engage and grind together. Try this: park the bike on a relatively steep incline, facing upwards, and see if it still makes the noise. Then park it facing downwards and see if it makes the noise then.
Thank you so much for replying. So I was only able to try this on an uphill incline. However, the noise did seem to go away until I was back to level. If I should still need to try the opposite way, I will try at another time. My uphill led to a wall and I don't have reverse, nor an immediate way of finding a hill I can ride down. What are your thoughts? Thank you in advance.
If the noise does go away when pointed uphill, but is loud when pointing downhill, then this is a very good indication that the problem is worn shift forks.
Thank you for helping me narrow this down. One more question that I can't seem to find the answer to. I don't have the capacity to take the engine apart or to replace it. What could happen if it remains this way? I did an oil change, didn't see any metal in there. What risk am I taking? Thanks again in advance. You've been my only help in hours of searching.
It is a major repair. The engine case halves have to be split. The cost of just the labor for the repair would exceed the price of a replacement, used, engine. If you leave it, eventually the dogs will become rounded and worn, and the transmission will start popping out of gear when you place a load on it. You might have already started to experience this at times.
Thank you kindly for your information. You're a great asset to the community. I've searched high and low and you've been my only help. Thanks again.
Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna park it up and probably not write it again until I get all the stuff to fix it. But thanks for watching, guys. Check you later.